Hello learners, welcome to Odisha State Open University. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Subhadra Maharana, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science. So we are going to discuss about cyber security and international relations. But today's session is all about combination between the international relation and how the relations build up through cyber security. So, in the contemporary landscape, cybersecurity has emerged as a fundamental element of international relations. So, fundamentally, cybersecurity is a key role player in this international relations. The interdependence of countries via digital networks has introduced both challenges and opportunities in the realm of global security. So, global security is all about digital platform. We are the people here existence with the digital platform in everywhere, every platform, whether it is in our state or global scenario. So international relation is all about our digital platform, digital via media. All these connections are going through directly to the cyber security. This presentation examines the influence of cyber security on diplomacy, security, trade, and international collaboration. So, in this presentation, or you can say this discussion is all about the trade, international relations, the cyber security culmination with the global trade, diplomacy, diplomatic policies, how we can generate to our international relations. So, we get to know on this presentation. Rise of cyber security. There is a heightened dependence on digital infrastructure and technological system. We all know this era is all about internet, all about security in our digital medium. This has led to rise of cyber threats, including cyber attacks, cyber crime, and espionage activities. This is not all about our merits in international relations, but also there are a lot of demerits in this digital platform. So the terminology cyber threats means threat to our international relation with our diplomacy. There are a lot of things where crimes generated by this cyber attacks, cyber security. So all are the demerits also having this cyber attacks, cyber system where international relations also hampered. Consequently, these developments have significant implications for national security, economic stability, and international relations. Economic stability is also very important to the growth of international relations. So, in this medium, cyber security is the main role player in this connection. So, cyber diplomacy. Why this cyber diplomacy is very important for our international relations? We all know diplomatic policies have increased to save our relations within the countries, within the nations. It is not all about our diplomatic policies for the political structure, but for all social, cultural, and other etc. things. There are engaging diplomatic efforts to promote global cyber security norms. There are a lot of examples, but I have taken two UN's discussions on internet governance. United Nations discussions means internet governance is also very important for the upliftment of our cyber security. Governance in internet, governance in cyber to reduce cyber threat. It is most important thing for the development of international relations. Next one is EU cyber security policies. European Union have created lot of policies to generate cyber security rid of for the international relations. It is not important for the threat of cyber security, but to give a cyber safeguard to the international policies, international corporations to address the cyber threats. This is the parameter, or you can say here I have given a kind of a cyber attacks per organization by region shows increase across all regions in 2022 compared to 2021. This is in this 2 years we have seen the lot of cyber threats increased. After giving a lot of policymakers, policy decisions have taken place for the safeguard of cyber attacks. But in this 2 year, there are in Africa, 4% increased in this graph of cyber attacks. Also, in Latin America's 29% increased in 2022. Similarly, in Europe, 26%, North America in 52% have increased cyber attacks in this connection. So, international relations is not all about our diplomatic policies, but to safeguard them also. It is a very important part of international diplomacy. How important is cybersecurity in international relations? It is very important. Cybersecurity is a paramount concern for world leaders because it has the potential to threaten the economy, the government and the individual's safety and well-being. It is known that Australian Cybersecurity Strategy 2020 paper, it has written by Peter Dutton, Minister of Home Affairs, states that the government is committed to working closely with the industry to prevent and respond to cyber attacks. So, for the development of our international relations, for the growth of our diplomacy, we have taken lot of helps from the industry to grow our cyber safeguards, cyber security, and also giving a kind of a lot of permissions to our employees to safeguard their internet or media through where we can connect to different nations. So this is also very important by our diplomatic ways. The relationship between cybersecurity and politics is becoming more interlinked with an increase in cyber attacks and threats on a global level. So cybersecurity and politics are so much interlinked, so we have to protect them by this diplomacy, by giving a lot of efforts and lot of help to our industries, full-time safeguard to our cyber security. In this part, I have concluded my presentation with lot of points. So the rise of global cyber terrorism and cyber security countermeasures are there. First one is, world leaders are concerned about the growing cases of cybercrime and devising strategies to combat the rise of global cyber terrorism. Global cyber terrorism presents serious consequences for business such as the loss of intellectual property, business disruption, and the potential to de-stabilize the economy. With the proliferation of dark web access, terrorism has become more decentralized, hence more problematic to police. So, terrorism having a lot of kind of decentralized people they have lot of access to the attacks, to the cyber attacks for the diplomacy, and they have threatened the international relations. So within the nation, the relations became worse. Global cyber terrorism were giving serious consequences. In order to combat and prevent such prevalent risk, the Australian government is encouraging education providers to include more cyber security courses in order to equip more people with cyber security countermeasures. So in the Australian government, it has already promoted the cyber security courses should be launched, and also education providers giving such kind of policy makers, and also policy decisions should be taken place in these countries, so that educators should provide lot of courses, multiple courses regarding on this cyber security. Cyber security countermeasures include designing a secure system that prevents cyber attacks because the system is impenetrable and solid. Similar strategies used in international relations apply in cyber security countermeasures such as deterrence as means of intimidation. So deterrence is very much important for the international relations, as we already know about the relations between the nations is very important for our global scenario, and cyber security is the major and also most important part to connect it with the state. So all these kind of things, with this conclusion, I concluded with my presentation. This is all about of our session today, and we will come up with such informative and innovative videos soon.